All right, we're live.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Dum Yinzers episode 85. Hey, Mike, you better get on a ball. I tell you what, because I've been doing this walking thing. Just go into the store every morning, get my coffee. I think I'm losing weight, man. You're behind the curve on this, man.
I am. I've been staying the same weight for the past month and a half. I can't shed it.
I tell you what, because it starts to get warm in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm getting that humidity, so that's
wet.
And then I walk down, and I come home and drink coffee. I'm thinking, man, I'm being totally unfair because I'm shedding pounds like crazy. But you know what? If we get to the point where we're doing our contest to see who can lose more weight, I'm gonna have to continue to lose. So if I lose a lot now, that might put me at a disadvantage.
Yeah, maybe we should start the contest Monday.
No. I'm gonna need a lot of time. I'm gonna need a lot of time to prepare for this one, man.
Well, see, like you're getting more exercise than me because even though I walk all the time at work, my body's used to it now. So I've reached like homeostasis to where my body's just used to it. So it is what it is. So I gotta find time to do something extra.
You're doing something, homo.
Hey, not that there's anything wrong with that. I gotta pay the bill somehow, baby.
What the fudge is going on with you, man? How you doing today?
Oh, I'm great, man. It's like work was hot and humid. So I sweated. I was like soaking wet. Like I could have taken my shirt off and just wrung it out. I should have been like this. It's like, just drinking it.
No, you just lost half of your fucking viewers. We're all running off to the bathroom vomiting right now.
Actually, yeah, we've lost two since we started.
We got a lot to go over today, Mike.
All right, let's jump right into it, man. Let's get this party going. I got some coffee in me. I'm feeling good.
Pirates 7-game losing streak. That's always a good place to start.
Hey, what can you say? Battling buckos, battling against victory.
You know, I was really I thought we were gonna pull it off last night. We were up 5-0. I tuned into the game. Pirates were up 5-0 in the middle of the game. I thought, oh yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
And of course, the Cardinals come back to win 7-5. Which leaves the Pirates 9.5 games out of first place now behind the Cardinals, who is in first. Cardinals are 35-27. Pirates are now 24-35. We were just 24-28.
Yeah, not too long ago. Yeah, everyone was
freak. So, they play game 2 of 4 with the Cardinals today at 1:15. And you know what? After this series is over, it doesn't get any easier because they have the Giants next.
Hey, but we'll still have that series where we beat the Dodgers.
How the fuck we ever did that, I'll never know.
That was the Buccos World Series right there. That's like the best. That's the best we're going to do all year. And, hey, get it out of the way early. Just get it done early in the year. And just from there, it's smooth sailing. You can lose the rest of the way. You gave the fans and the media false hope, and you're good to go. That's all you need. That's the typical Bucco season.
Yeah, it really is. It sucks. But you know what? I how you go, the thing is, I mean, one of the articles that I had read, right after that series was, how can a team that spends so much money like the Dodgers do manage to get swept by a team like the Pirates? And you know what? That's as good a question as any.
But shit happens. Really, it does. You're pro athletes, but you're still human. You're still going to have good days, bad days. They just happen to have 3 or 4 bad games in a row. And the Buccos had 3 to 4 good games in a row. It happens. You see it all the time in sports, to where, you think you're going to go into a game and win. And then next thing you know, you lost. It doesn't,
Yeah.
How many times have you seen, like in football, in college football, like the number 1 team gets knocked off by someone you don't expect? It happens.
Yeah, I mean, not often,
it happens. Not often, but you have all these upsets in the NCAA tournament. You have upsets in the NFL weekly. It happens.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, obviously that's my team. I shudder to say.
Yeah,
But,
I know, right?
Yeah, I want to cut out real quick. Last night I got my I did my DoorDash, which I haven't done for a while.
Yeah, I can say it's been a while.
And you know what I realized that's irritating? There's apparently somebody else in this county, not far from me, that has a very similar address.
Uh-huh.
For what capacity, I don't know, but every other time now that I get DoorDash, it gets delivered to this place, which is, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 miles over.
Oh man.
So I have to always get a hold of DoorDash, have them driver, and then it usually is just do the whole order all over again. So just add another hour to my process. It's getting ridiculous. Like I said, it's probably like I haven't done it for a while, but it happened yesterday, and it happened one of the very last times.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it because, like I said, I'm watching the little map, and I see them going the other way.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it says your food was delivered, and I'm thinking it sure wasn't delivered to me.
Yeah. Next time that happens, man, I think you could like text or call the driver. Be like, yo, mom, but hey, here's what's going on. That's happened in my order before. This is what I need you to do. But the whole point of DoorDash though is to avoid talking to people.
Yes, exactly.
So I can understand not wanting to call someone.
So I just last night I thought of the same thing. So I downloaded the app.
Uh-huh.
That way I have access to everything that DoorDash has to offer. I do believe there was a way to contact a driver prior to, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable. I have the app in front of me.
Yeah.
The little map is updated. Usually, like if I was just watching through my email, the email they sent me, it was the map was up there, but you couldn't see because there was something in a way that tells you to download.
Yeah.
So now I have the app. Hopefully things get a little bit smoother. But yeah, boy, is that a pain in the ass, man. Every other time somebody gets my food. What do you do? What do they do? They probably don't do anything. They just leave it there and
yeah. At that point, that people probably looked out the door like, why do I have food here?
I'm about to start saying I didn't get it even when I did from that. You know what I mean? Because somebody that money's coming from somewhere and it ain't out of the people's pockets who's getting food for free. I know that.
Yeah. Well, hey, as long as you only get charged once, that's not your problem at that point.
You're right.
Hopefully they don't take it out of the driver. That would suck.
Yeah,
because the poor driver's just falling because really all it is you hit a button and it tells you where to go.
Yeah.
So it's not the driver's fault unless they're doing it intentionally, but
I tell you what, I every driver that's came to me so far, and I've ordered quite a few times, have all been pretty cool people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get there. I usually wait outside, and then when they get there, I walk up to the car to try to make it convenient for them. What I mean?
They're probably like, who the hell is this bearded crazy bastard coming at my car?
Yeah. Well, like whenever I see him turning the corner, I give them the wave.
Yeah.
And then they pull up, and then I give them a short wave, and then I start working my way to the vehicle. So like I said, I try to make it as easy for them as possible.
Mm-hmm. You do your wave as you're holding the hatchet.
Yeah.
You got your machete or your hatchet. You're waving, smiling.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like the poor DoorDash driver. You're scaring him. You got your hatchet.
Oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hater. Riff. I'm going to get me a soundboard. That's what I'm going to do. We're competing soundboards.
Only one soundboard allowed. Oh, and guess what I got?
Oh, God.
For my DoorDash.
What did you tacos?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I had a feeling. It was tacos. That's all you eat are tacos.
But you know what I did? All right, let me tell you this real quick. I initially just wanted a burger. I ordered Wendys. I did Wendys DoorDash. I waited the whole time, and they said that the driver's here. He's waiting. He'll be on his way soon.
Yeah.
So about 15 minutes after they said that, they texted back. They said your order's canceled. So I just wanted to get a burger. I got 2 burgers and a cheese fry. And that's all I wanted for some late dinner last night. And they canceled that on me. I forgot to tell you that. But I immediately just jumped over to Taco Bell. I know they're open late. I could, do that. So it was awesome as always. I mean, you can't go wrong with tacos.
No, you can't.
But so yeah, Pirates, they're off to a great 7 games here. 7-game Do you want to take a wager? I mean, how many games do you think it's going to be before they win again? I think they're going to you know what? They might win one in this series.
I think so too. I was about to say I could see it going like 15, but I'm like, they'll eke out 1 or 2 wins here or there.
They do that against the Cardinals somehow, sometimes.
Yeah, they get like, they get one or two in there that maybe split. They're not going to win the series, but I can see them pulling off 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, I can see pulling off 1.
Yeah.
And then the Giants coming to town and just ripping them a new asshole,
Yeah. Because that's what our buckos do, man. They give you false hope, and then
I think sometimes the Cardinals just let us win, to be honest with you.
Yeah, just they get bored. They put in on like all the backups, all the bench players. Yeah.
Even when they do that, they keep Yadier Molina in there all the fucking time. That drives me nuts.
Well, what are you?
Because they have 8 backups in Yadier, and he ends up being the one that hits the fucking solos home run in the 9th inning to beat us.
And you think he would get the day off too? The catcher and everything, but no, poor Yadier. No,
they don't care about. Yeah, they. I tell you what, the Cardinals got a good organization. That baseball team is good year after year.
Oh yeah.
What more can you say? Michael, we have a 3-2 game lead in the NBA Finals last night. The Golden State Warriors win 104-94. They're up 3-2 over Boston. Game 6 will be 9:00 on Thursday up in Boston. Do you think this series is over, or do you think this is going to go to Game 7 and be an exciting finals?
I think this might be over because Curry played terribly last night. Did not hit a single 3, and then they got the secondary scoring from who was it? Wiggins. Oh my god, I forget his name now. But yeah, he got all this. He was just balling out.
Really?
And yeah. God, let me pull up. Of course, I can't find it. Yeah, Wiggins. My God, I don't know why I was thinking Higgins. I was thinking T. Higgins, apparently from Cincinnati, for what he did to us. But yeah, Wiggins. Oh my God, I'm even reading it and I still can't. I got T. Higgins on the brain. But yeah, Wiggins, he balled out. And hey, not only can I not add, subtract, multiply, and divide, apparently I cannot even read anymore. I put the Dum and Dum Yinzers. But yeah. So I think, once you start getting that secondary scoring on your team outside of Clay and Curry, you're in trouble. So if they can keep playing that, and then Steph, if he rebounds after this bad game, the series is over.
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of basketball and hockeyed out. I keep following these, this football camp stories and things like that. I'm so ready for football season. Here we are, June, 14th?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for football, man. And I know I've been saying this for months.
Oh, yeah, you have.
But the more I keep seeing at camps and just stories about, the guys, the team, I'm ready.
You put the Yinzers in Dum Yinzers. And I put the Dumb and Dumb,
That is
because I'm not trying to be mean though, but that is like the typical, like this like Western PA type mentality is, all right, Steelers season's over. We're still talking football. It's, we're counting down the days, which is, hey, I understand that. I used to be that way too, but like, I'm still in. All right, let's see who wins the NHL. Let's see who wins Stanley Cup. Let's see who wins the NBA, whatever their championship is called. NBA championship. I have no idea what the trophy's called.
People say that a lot about us in our football, but I was noticing. I observed at some point in my life that baseball, it's like that in New York. Like I was listening to a show the other day, and they were just talking about how the one host had said something they asked how the Yankees and the Mets were doing, and the Mets are doing okay, and the Yankees, I mean, they're on pace to, I think, set records. But the one guy said, okay, good, finally. I mean, he goes, what's wrong? What's wrong with this situation? Why has baseball not been good in New York for all these years? So, I mean, it's, what's football to us is baseball to them.
Yeah.
On where you're at in the country.
Yeah.
So I don't really take no offense or
oh yeah, I wasn't like meaning to offend you or anyone else who is that. Yeah.
But a lot of times you'll notice people will say things like that. But you know what? I'm proud of that. I am. I mean, and it's weird to say it, but that's part of who we are as Western Pennsylvania people.
Because like people, they have that that sport that they grew up with, and like that was their main sport. They liked the other sports, but that was the one they obsessed with. I was like that with football. Then it slowly went to hockey. Hockey became my obsession. Now it's just like, now it's just kind of like I just kind of enjoy the flow of every season except baseball.
Yeah.
So now when like baseball starts, I start following like random, like I'll start following cycling. I am that guy. I will sit there and I'll turn yes, that look is appropriate. I will turn the TV on. I'll watch the Tour of France, Tour of Italy, Tour of Spain. I'll watch. I'll watch the Paris-Roubaix. I'll watch all that shit. I love it. It's just, you just put it on in the background. You listen to the two English guys talk. You watch a bunch of Europeans ride around on a bike. You look at the pretty landscape.
Oh, I mean, we're going to be doing that in about 2 weeks here. I mean, the NBA finals are damn near all but over, but the NHL got a couple weeks left. That's going to be it, man. It's going to be.
And then after that,
baseball, and that's it.
Baseball, and then you're just dying for some new Steeler or NFL related story to happen. Because right now, go ahead. I was just going to say.
Other note, here we are. It's June 14th.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's flying by.
I mean, before you know it, camp is going to be in full swing. It'll be beginning of August to get ready to play some preseason games. So, in that sense, it is going fast. However, season 2 started right around New Year's, and I'm pretty sure we've been talking. We can't wait till football.
It's the whole time. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, it feels like every storyline for the Steelers and around the league, they've all been played out. There's like nothing new to talk about.
Except for Juju may be coming back. Did you hear this?
Oh, he's leaving room open to come back to the Steelers. He's leaving room. No one said anything about the Steelers. That's nice that you can want to come back. The Steelers don't want your trash ass back. They moved on. They moved on from the circus.
In his final farewell, says yesterday, he could see coming back and being a Steeler possibly one day. Like you said, I'm kind of jujued out, man. I don't. That doesn't excite me.
Yeah. How does that make your new employer feel? Your new teammates feel?
Right.
Oh, I'm coming up here. I'm doing a farewell thing and saying, I want to come back here. I can see myself coming back here. Like, no, hey guys, I said farewell, but I got to go to my new team and try and win a Super Bowl. I think he's trying to please everyone.
He probably wants to be in Pittsburgh. He, this was his first team. He kind of made his first fans here. He made a lot of fans here, and I would guess it was probably the money that made the move. But ultimately, he just does seem like a guy who genuinely likes it here, whether we want him back or not.
I think he just likes all the rubes here that worship him to where he can do no wrong. That's really what it is, because the fans here that love him, he can do no wrong. He fumbles away games, fumbles away playoff opportunities. Oh, why are you so mean on him? He's just a kid. No. You're a pro athlete. You don't fumble away 3 seasons. Get the F out of here.
And he's going to find out real soon. And the thing is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I acknowledge that a lot of teams in the NFL has great fan bases, but he's going to realize soon that every city isn't Pittsburgh. And, we had a way of making him feel at home. We had a way of making him feel welcome here. And I don't wish him any ill anything, but you know what I mean? When he's not in Pittsburgh, he might not get treated the same way. And like I said, he was really spoiled, I think. And he liked being spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Also, on the north side yesterday, were you the woman, Mike? Were you the woman that was playing pickleball with Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt, and Minka Fitzpatrick?
I was. It was I was. Me and her, we won.
Did you see that?
I said that shit was cracking me up.
You didn't even know who it was.
Yeah, I still like TJ Watt was on the losing team. That sounds about right. That's on brand for the Watt family. It's terrible.
Yeah,
he does nothing.
I think it was Minka and the woman versus Highsmith and Watt.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, our 2 outside linebackers can't beat an old, a middle-aged woman at pickleball. Yeah. You guys are killing me.
Yeah,
but no, that shit was funny. I like JJ Watt was like, little brother, you got a lot of explaining to do. But no, that was funny.
And also again, Mike, from tomorrow night, 8:00 is game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yes.
The Tampa Bay Lightning will be traveling to Colorado to play the Avalanche. 8:00 tomorrow night, game 1. Mike, which brings me to the next thing. This is the anniversary. This was 6/14/17 when the Penguins won their 5th Stanley Cup.
Yes.
5th Stanley Cup. This is 5 years. 5 years, man.
Oh,
where did that time go?
I know, right? I'm just like,
I'm
just thinking that
like
that whole
won
game.
Since then, the Blues won since then, Tampa Bay won twice. I swear that was the fastest 4 or 5 years I've ever seen. It was
too. It just flew by, and that team, that cup run was, because that was what that was their 5th one. They beat Nashville, right?
When Crosby was shoving Subban's head into the ice. That might have been one of my favorite.
That was the best highlights ever. But no, that game, like Patrick Hornquist scoring like the most Patrick Hornquist ever goal for the game winner.
Yes.
Then he was at Hagelin gets the empty netter to seal it. We had the 5-on-3 penalty kill where I swear it felt like they had the puck in the zone for the entire time.
Was that a 2-0 final score?
Yeah, it was a 2-0. I believe it was 2-0 final score. Yeah.
Boy, those were fun, man.
Oh, that game was
the Sharks finals and the Predators.
They were both.
Yeah.
Like, because like that Nashville one, it's like, oh man, we got it in the bag. Then they just kept hanging around.
I just remember being so. I just remember being so. Watching that crowd. Remember the crowd in Nashville? I mean, outside, like there was 1 million people standing out in front of the building. And then, when you got inside, was playing, the games were just so intense. The crowd was out of their mind. I love that.
I loved it too. I'm sorry.
Then, always, then you don't know if you're going to win. We're looking back in hindsight. So back then, there's that feeling of angst in you because you don't know if you're going to win. So I mean, the whole thing was a lot of fun.
That like I said, that 5-on-3 penalty kill that we had, I was a ball of nerves, living and dying with every pass, every shot, every block, every clear. It was just every shift change. I was just, I hadn't felt like that since when they game 7 against Detroit when they won.
Oh,
that one was that one at that game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, can someone just please score? Because I want to go to bed. Because I think I had to work. I closed that night and had to work the next morning or some shit. So then I start going through, okay, who can score from Detroit that's not going to make me mad if they win?
Right.
And then we finally score. And then Fleury has those big saves. Yeah, that was
They, a little delay on my machine. I don't know what the hell that's about. But anyway, every series seems to have that one picturesque moment. Excuse me. Fleury making them saves to finish up Detroit.
Yes.
Crosby pushing Subban's head down in the ice. It seems like every great season has that one moment that your mind automatically goes to.
Yeah.
Every time you think of that particular series.
Like the one, too, was it against oh God, it might have been the San Jose Cup win, but against the Capitals when Fleury was playing, was it game 7 when Ovi comes down on a breakaway, the first minutes of the game, all of Washington's like, oh yeah, he's going to score, and then Fleury stones him, totally changed the complexion of the game from that point on. That's another big.
Those 2 back-to-back years, even the third year they kind of beat us up, but the first 2 years. 16 and 17, those cups. That second round was fucking amazing.
Oh,
both
God.
Of those years, you sat there and you did not take your eyes off of that television screen for 3 hours.
No, and it was it didn't matter who was on the ice because anyone was a threat to score on both teams the entire time.
Yeah, it was an all-star game.
It was too. You couldn't it was insane. Like that game when Crosby and Ovechkin were just going back and forth trading goals.
Who was the guy? Who's the guy that always did the bird thing?
Oh, I know who you're.
That scoff or cuts nuts off or
Kuznetsov.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah,
he was a killer. Oshie was a killer. And I mean, Ovi did what Ovi does, but he didn't necessarily kill us, which was nice.
Yeah.
But it's all them other guys like Oshie and Kuznetsov, and they really made that series one for the ages.
And that's like the series when like Brian Dumoulin took that step up to being a shutdown defenseman. He shut down Ovi. That most of that series he kept him in check because Ovi's, he's going to score his goals just like Crosby and Malkin. At that point, they're going to get their points. You can contain them. So like Dumoulin contained him, but then Game 7 he just shut his ass down.
Yeah, those were amazing. Some of my favorite hockey games ever to watch. Couple other things here in sports. Did you see this? Sunday night, Isaiah Henney from the Pittsburgh Maulers. Did you catch this?
No.
This guy gets hit so hard, several of his teeth get knocked out.
Ooh.
The dude's running up the left sideline. He gets friggin' nailed. Comes up, spitting teeth out.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have had some pizza that had some calcium in the cheese, dental surgery, or keep his teeth intact. But no, he had to have a chicken salad.
Gotta have chicken salad. Yeah.
Gotta have chicken salad. This is what happens when you eat chicken salad. You lose your teeth. Oh, God, though. But that just like, sucks. I've never had a tooth knocked out, but I've had like a tooth pulled, and I just imagine the pain.
I could see in the picture him spitting a tooth out. However, he had spit several teeth out. I didn't see the game.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Maulers is, I have the same interest of watching grass grow, but it was crazy.
That has
another thing. When I was a kid, one thing that you notice, and every kid probably knows, when you're a kid, you play football, you get a mouthpiece, and in the mouthpiece is a piece of paper that tells you how to mold your mouthpiece. And then at the very bottom, it says if by chance you would have any accidents like getting teeth knocked out, any dental medical emergencies, you could get up to $5,000, whatever it was. There was a number.
Yeah.
But if he had his mouthpiece in,
hey, hopefully he has some. Fuck yeah, man! Sue that mouth guard manufacturer.
Or like you was about to say, hopefully he has some insurance because
hopefully the USFL has a good dental. Because my man's gonna need it. Oh, because you got to go in, make sure all the roots came out, nothing in there so it doesn't get infected. My guy's like a hockey player.
He is like a hockey player, and you know what? I've never had a tooth knocked out, but like you said, it's got to be such a pain because you got to go and get any parts of your teeth pulled out that's still up there, roots, things like that. So that just seems like a terrible thing to go through.
Yeah. Oh.
But again, I'm not playing a violent sport, so I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Well, we just do a podcast. Hopefully no one's going to come and beat us up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've made fun of a lot of people on here.
If they do, we live at 1075 East Liverpool, Ohio. Okay, so
that's not even close to my address. You didn't even put a street in there.
Some poor looking out for your safety, obviously.
So some poor slubs could be like, what the hell are these angry Southerners doing at my house?
You want to talk a little news?
Let's talk a little news.
All right. So this one I thought was pretty interesting. This dude, now this is for the Discovery Channel. Headline: Man in snake-proof suit to let anaconda eat him alive. Man in snake-proof suit to let anaconda eat him alive. So apparently this guy from Discovery is making a documentary like they all do. I'm sure he's going to die like, some of the other ones. But he has a suit that he says is snake-proof, and he is going to let this anaconda eat him alive, be in his stomach for the documentary.
So,
the guy, I don't know. What do you think about that?
It's kind of stupid because one, it could kill the anaconda. The whole point of like nature documentaries is not to kill the animal or harm the animal in any way. Yeah. So it's going to try and, eat you. Yeah. Anacondas, they can eat, big ass animals. So you have to have an anaconda big enough to do it. But then you have to, it's going to try to digest you. So is this suit going to survive the, not dissolve when it's being digested? And if it does dissolve, is it going to poison the anaconda. It doesn't. If it doesn't dissolve, is it going to harm the animal? It's going to try to excrete you out. But after you're going to be in there a long time because they don't just eat and then poop you right out the next day. That's a whole drawn out process because everything has to digest, and then finally it's able to poop you out.
And how do you test this suit? How are you so confident?
Yes.
Going into the snake's mouth that things are going to be okay.
Yes, they're I hope the anaconda says no.
I know it's such
like this is like I'm sorry, this is like just like to me it's like endangering an animal doing this whole stunt.
Wait till PETA catches word of this.
Oh fuck PETA, they're terrible. They aren't animal lovers.
They're just terrible people.
Oh, releasing animals out into the wild that can't live there and they die. Dumbasses. Fuck them.
Another one. Coca-Cola is putting Jack and Coke in a can starting 2023. There you go. I mean, there's a lot of people that like that stuff, and
hell yeah, pre-mixers, baby. That's anymore.
It's kind of crazy that Coca-Cola wasn't into that.
Exactly, because like this whole thing now, God, this started a long time ago where you can buy your pre-mixed drinks. Like, hey, I want a Long Island. Let me just go buy the jug of pre-mixed, pour it over ice, margaritas over ice, mudslides over ice. Why not a Jack and Coke? Partner with all the different, Jack, Jim, whoever, Captain Morgan. People drink all that stuff. Partner with all of them and have pre-mixers ready to go.
You figure in this day and age, I mean, you have like the tobacco companies teaming up with marijuana companies. Budweiser, I think, is teaming up with marijuana. It's almost like this day and age, it's crazy that these companies aren't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, figure out something. Yeah, work together synergistically.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just busted out corporate speak. Shoot me now. But yeah, I like it. I dig it. I don't drink Jack and Coke anymore because I'm old and my tum can't handle it. So
I was gonna say, are you gonna at least try it?
I should be able to handle one now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
it sucks getting old. But yeah, I'll try it. Fuck yeah. I mean, what's the worst that happens? I get drunk and have a bad hangover. Been there, done that, boys. Right. Been there, done that.
I think I'm more interested in the novelty of it. I said, I'm not a drinker. By any means. But I do dig the novelty. I think it's a really cool idea to be able to go get your case. It's a case, I mean, they show the can. It's a Coke can, and it has like the Jack.
That's cool. I just wonder like how much they're putting in there. Is it 1 shot, 2 shots? Because I make my drink stiff. I make them like stiff.
Yeah.
So if it's like a lighter drink, I might be able to enjoy those.
I'm sure they'll put the alcohol content.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be a mic pour. It's going to be a corporate pour.
Right. Yes. So that's going to be you can start watching for that next year, 2023. That's going to be a reality.
Oh, with this little monster that just appeared on screen, I need it. Right, buddy? Yeah, he said right, buddy.
I tell you what, the way prices and inflation's going, it's probably going to be about $45 for a case of that when it comes out.
Right? Then that's when we bust out the guillotines and start beheading billionaires and take their money to buy our Jackson Cokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know the cost of lumber nowadays. I can't afford to build a guillotine.
Do you know that Saudi Arabia is the only country in the world that it's still their only official way of killing people is by sticking their head in the guillotine?
Hey, it's quick, it's easy, and it's efficient.
Yeah. I just heard that this morning or the other day. I think it was this morning. One of these mornings I heard that on the radio. I thought, wow. I thought more countries would do it, but apparently Saudi Arabia is the only one.
Like I know France, like
another one. Oh, go ahead.
France was still beheading people when the first Star Wars was coming out.
Why are my
lag? We got lag.
France, so back in the 70s?
Yeah, they were still beheaded. Like they beheaded their last person like the same year Star Wars A New Hope came out.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wait. What year? How long is that?
70 something.
That was one of the original ones.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was called.
Yeah, Star Wars: A New Hope.
Oh, okay.
France guillotine.
You learn something new every day. I didn't know that was what it was called.
Yeah.
I remember like the Empire Strikes Back was what one of them were called.
Yeah, I think it was what 77.
What was the other one?
1970.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
And Star Wars fans, those movies are just as bad as all the other ones that you complain about. You just look through them through rose-colored glasses because you were a child when you watched them.
That's what I heard. I heard somebody say that before. And you know what?
That was me. It was me because I still like them. I still like them, but they're terrible movies. But they're fun because they're fun kids movies. I always
kind of thought they were terrible. Even when I was a little kid, I thought this isn't really that good.
Yeah, because at that time too, there was like Aliens was out and shit like that, like other better sci-fi movies. But this was like fun sci-fi kids movies.
Yeah,
and that's all they are to me. They're kids movies, and I enjoy them. God damn it.
I try. I mean, I don't know.
I get it. They're not for everyone.
I don't like. I don't even know if I even really tried. It just didn't have an appeal.
Like if it didn't like get your imagination as a kid, there's no way it's going to get your imagination as an adult.
Right.
Because if I never saw them when I was little and I tried to watch them now, I'd be like, this is so stupid.
Right.
But I watched them when I was a kid, got real into all like the other little books and shit that came out with them. So yeah, I'm invested in it. But they're not great cinema people. They're not. Never have been, never will be.
Right. Another one. 4-year-old. Get this, Mike. 4-year-old in Texas. 4 years old. A 4-year-old in Texas is accidentally given a vasectomy when they took him in for a hernia surgery. Went in for a hernia surgery. They gave the 4-year-old a vasectomy on accident.
Snip, snap, Jan. Snip, snap. Snip, snap. Snip, snap. You know what?
Can you imagine taking your son here in another year to go get hernia? And here's the thing: when I was a kid, I had hernia surgery. I remember being a little kid. And that's again a whole story for a whole different show. But it happens. Kids go in and get hernia surgery.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like,
hey,
he's gonna be 18 years old one day. We don't have to worry about little
kids. Right, exactly. I'd be like, sweet, that's one surgery I did not have to pay for. I don't have to worry about any unwanted grandkids. He doesn't have to worry about any unwanted kids till he's, yeah.
So you could sue, get a whole shitload of money, plus you're secure down the road because you're not going to have any unwanted kids popping up.
Exactly.
I think it's a win-win.
It's a win. The doctors who fucked up did them a favor. And you know what? This is Texas. We all see what they're legislating, so I think it's kind of funny and fair. Sucks for the little kid because that's one extra surgery he has to go. If you take out the whole like trauma to the baby,
right?
It's a funny story.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're forgetting about him. The one that
right. We forget
directly.
Totally blow past. It was like a 4 or 5-year-old who had this trauma. Just defined.
Yeah. Another one. Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, our lovely brotherly loves city here in our state of Pennsylvania. Woman is shocked to discover over 10 hidden cameras in her Airbnb. 10 hidden cameras she found in this place. She must have went in on a mission.
Is that the one where she found them like in like hidden in like air vents and smoke alarms and shit? Technical difficulties.
Oh, good.
All right. So is that the lady who found them in air vents and decorative covers?
Yes.
Okay.
They were everywhere.
Yeah. Because I read that. I read a story like that too. I couldn't remember if we had the same one or not. But yeah, that's wild. That's like you would. I would be find out like the owner of that home or apartment or whatever it was, and you definitely take that person to court. Sue, because that's that's because you're presumed in a place like that you have privacy. You can, and
you're renting a an assumingly private place to stay. If I found this was going on, I might jerk off on every camera in there.
Oh yeah,
and it would be that straight dead on shot,
and then
I would make it like slow motion. It's the semen just like slowly coming each and every camera.
Yeah, but oh man, people suck.
You ain't shitting, huh?
Like, you're already getting money renting out your place. Why do you got to do something perverted and gross?
People are nuts, dude. How many times in the morning I'm reading papers, I'm reading articles, I'm on websites trying to get stories for the day. And how many times I just think to myself, people are so fucked up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was that I just seen this morning, but it made me turn the page real fast. And it would just come down to whatever it was. It sucked. People suck. And I didn't even want to read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't do stupid stuff. Just let elephants trample over people so we have something funny to talk about.
Yeah.
It would not, I'm going to rent out my place and put cameras all over the place to film people.
Yeah, it's always the women this happens to. Like I said, I would have a field day with that if I found out to be the situation. I would, I'd fucking chunk deuces on the lens.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we welcome things like that, but it's always a woman.
Yeah. I hate people. I hate them.
Another one. Heaviest deadlift with one finger. Heaviest deadlift with one finger. The record has been broken after 10 years. Steve Keeler of the United Kingdom deadlifts with one finger 285 and a half pounds.
Wow.
For 8 seconds. 285 and a half pounds for 8 seconds. And that is now the new record, Mike. Do you think that you could take that record from Mr. Keeler?
Hell no. I don't even think I can deadlift 285 regular. I think my knees would give out.
You might. You might.
You would hope, but with my knees and my back now.
With one finger, it would be tough.
One finger? I might be able to do the bar with one finger.
I think that you could, 285 is definitely doable. I mean, if you're a strong enough person.
If you're strong enough, yeah. I don't know. That's impressive because you got to get the balance down. You got to work on your grip strength because you're gripping 285 pounds with one finger.
Right.
So that's impressive. And you have to make sure that whole arm that you're using is good. That you have to make sure you have good core and everything has to work perfectly for that to happen with one hand.
There's a reason. I mean, obviously, there's a reason that the record's been around so long.
You have to train for that specifically,
right?
And who wants to take the time to do that?
That Tough Man show that used to be on,
where they would
do those contests, and it was always that big Swedish guy,
Magnus,
yes. And
I think he was Icelandic.
Big rocks, and they throw them up. That was really, when I was a younger person, I got into that, man. Not that because I ever thought that I'd be able to do those things, but they're just amazing, these guys, on how strong they are.
Yeah, they were beastly. Magnus Magnuson, he was Icelandic. He was the guy, man. He was the man back in the day on ESPN.
One of the most popular ones.
Yeah, that's when ESPN2 was the awesomest, most awesomest. Great English, Mike. The best sports channel there was. You'd have all that weird shit on there, and that strongman competition, the best.
The lumberjack one that was similar, where they had to and shit.
That stuff was fun to watch.
I agree. I really enjoyed watching that as well. And like you said, it's not because you have this dream to one day do all these, crazy strong things, but it's amazing watching how strong these guys are.
Yeah.
I used to wonder how big them rocks and big balls they would have to pick up and throw up on top of the thing. I always wondered how much one of them weighed,
Yeah. And they would always use the Imperial measurements. Like,
yeah.
this stone is 85 stones. Like, what the hell does that mean? What does that mean? It's at 1 stone.
Yeah.
The
Another
Atlas
one
stone.
was American Gladiators when I was a kid.
Oh my God. The American Gladiators was the greatest show ever.
I like the one where they would fire them tennis balls.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
the little dude, always the squirrely little guy hiding behind the smallest one. They can never hit him. Yes.
And you would see that ball just whip by him like so fast.
Uh-huh.
I really did. I like that. I remember I got it one time for Nintendo or Sega or whatever I had.
Yeah.
And it was just terrible. The game was terrible.
Oh, yeah. Like, imagine
though
today, if that game was out on like the modern consoles and stuff, it'd be so much fun.
I mean, it might be coming back with the Oculus and all that kind of stuff. So that might be a
better,
fun, challenging game. You know,
I want American Gladiators back on TV. That shit was gangsta.
Nitro and Ice and Gemini.
Yes.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Shane McMahon in the building.
Yes, I was getting ready to do the dance.
Shane O'Mac.
In Louisiana, here's one for you, Mike. This is a 2-part story. Okay?
All right.
The first part is Popeyes Chicken is selling their fried chicken for 59 cents this month for their 50th anniversary. So if you like Popeyes chicken, 59 cents for fried chicken. That's always, that's a deal.
Good deal.
Especially with the way prices are up on everything. Make your way over to Popeyes, get your chicken, 59 cents. The other part of the story, Michael, they have in Louisiana, this Popeyes chicken has its own chicken. Not by design, but there's a chicken that lives nearby and works its way to Popeyes every day and walks around the parking lot. And if you would go on and look the story up, you'll see the chicken. He's right there in the parking lot running around in, traffic, cars are going around, people drive through and there's just this chicken. And it's kind of like they're a thing. People go there to see this chicken.
It's either he's protesting or he's rubbing it into the faces of all the other dead chickens. I can kind of see he's like conflicted. He's like, no, not my brothers. Wait, I'm alive. Ha 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 ha.
That's like the Jewish guys hanging outside of Auschwitz,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
But how crazy is that, man? It's like, and you hear Louisiana and it makes sense. You think to yourself, that don't even make me say, wow, you just think, you know what, Louisiana chicken.
It tracks. It tracks for Louisiana. Yeah. I was waiting for you to say he goes in and gets fried chicken and eats the chicken.
Maybe. If I didn't, to be honest, there was more of the article I didn't read. So
I was waiting for the cannibalism to kick in.
Yeah. He just might. I have to go back and look up the rest of that story.
Where's the fried skin on his head? Face runs around, scaring little kids.
I love chicken skin, man.
Oh, so good.
Oh, especially if it has like some, like some kind of seasoning or something. Oh man, chicken skin is fucking
it's so
awesome.
Disgusting, but yet so good.
Yeah,
like you should. It's like you should not be eating this, but it tastes so good.
Yes, it's like all slimy and shit on on top.
Ugh.
Another one.
Here's what I think you'll like, Mike. South African man.
Okay.
South African man gets shoes tattooed on his feet because he's tired of paying for new ones. He actually tattooed Nikes on his feet, which look like straight shit. They had a picture and it looks pretty rough. Nonetheless, he has 2 Nike shoes tattooed on his feet.
My man's living in the 5th dimension. He broke the code. He broke the code. So any place that has no shirt, no shoes, no service, my man's like, I got my shoes on.
Yeah.
He's like, I got those fancy running shoes that put your toes through. See, look, man, I got the Nike swoosh. I'm good to go.
He'll probably tattoo a shirt on himself as well. That way he could do the no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Modern problems require modern solutions. And my man, he's my hero.
Now he is actually a tattoo artist. They throw that in later in the story. They tell you that he's a tattoo artist. But again, if you get a chance, check this article out because the pictures would make you think otherwise. These aren't the best looking.
Not the best looking tattoos.
No, they're real bad actually. Like, up around the ankle and the back, the heel, they don't bad, but you get up near the toes.
Yeah.
It just don't look like anything. It's just like looks like his toes are tattooed different colors,
Yeah, either way, he cracked the code, and tip of the cap, my friend, tip of the cap. He's my hero.
That it was that like you said, modern solution.
But I wonder like how high he was when he came up with this idea, or how drunk.
Yeah,
because that's not a sober person's thought.
I got two more stories, Mike. Then we'll get ready to do some trivia. Try to get you back in the game here.
Try to get me back in the game. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Another one.
Pest control company offers $2,000 to families. Now, okay, pest control company offers $2,000 to release 100 cockroaches in the homes of the winning families. So people are they're trying to be the home to get this. And they'll give you $2,000 if they could come release 100 cockroaches in your house and then do their demonstration on how they eliminate all the cockroaches in your house. Now, if you know anything about cockroaches, they multiply fast, they multiply in masses, and once they get behind your walls, they're almost impossible to stop. $2,000, in my opinion, is it's not even in a ballpark, because I've known people in my life who had roaches, and it is such a fucking hassle with these things. $2,000. Would you let them put 100 roaches in your house?
No. It's to add a couple more zeros to that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's cool that, they're going to come in and, hey, we're going to do the demonstration. We're going to kill them for you. But are you going to make sure you get are you going to get every single one? You give me. Mm-mm.
You can't get it, dude. They're impossible. Roaches are one of the worst things ever. You cannot get rid of them.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, boys. Nope. Mm-mm. Like $2,000. Yeah, I can live without that.
And that, they're so hard. Yes. And then, they get into your food and in your cabinets. It's just.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah. I'd have to like take everything out of my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it kind of crazy. However, they are calling it the winners. The one who gets the $2,000 for this are considered winners. I do not. Finally,
another one.
Amazon says it will begin drone deliveries in California this summer. Amazon. What I don't understand about this, what are you going to deliver with a drone? I mean, you're not going to see a fucking big screen TV flying overhead.
Yeah. Like, I'd be afraid to like get anything from the drone.
Right.
What if, you're flying over your neighborhood and someone starts, throwing stuff at it, trying to get the package.
How weird. I mean, you'll be, out on your patio having a beer and making some hot dogs, and you look up and, there goes there's a love seat just flying by. There goes, it's such a weird idea. And like I was saying, I mean, what's the limit? You can't deliver a classical organ, what are they? Is it small?
It's got to be small stuff. It's got maybe, it's got to be real small stuff.
I would just rather do it the normal way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just let the driver show up at my house, drop my stuff off at the wrong place, take a picture of it, and walk away.
Yeah. I mean, birds could shit on. I mean, there's just so much that could happen.
Yeah. I can see like a hawk coming out of nowhere, just taking this fucking drone, and there goes your package. There goes your medication, just flying away.
Right.
Shit, my heart pills. My pills to stop the SAD, so I don't die.
And I can imagine those things with them beasts could tear into anything.
Yeah.
So they'll be taking your medicine It just, I don't know. Like anything else that we do anymore, it feels like a recipe for disaster.
Like you kind of see this stuff in like dystopian movies of the future, like the drones delivering stuff for you and spying on you at the same time.
Michael, why don't you go and tell everybody about our website?
Dumyinzers.com, Dumyinzers.com. Every episode from YouTube pops up immediately after we're done recording. Links to Anchor, Stitch, Spotify, to where you can listen to the show if you don't want to watch us and look at our beautiful faces. We also have YouTube to where you can look at us and watch us. Wherever you go, make sure you like, subscribe, download, all that fun stuff. Thumbs up, 5 stars. Visit the website. A website has a link to the merchandise store, which is 2-dum-yinzers.spreadshop.com. We also have our contact info on there for all that fun stuff.
I threw you a softball today, Mike. I want you to get back into things.
Oh God.
So you're 2-5. You're 2-5 in June at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad. You get this one right, you'll be back. You'll be 3-5. And like I said, I think that you shouldn't have any problem with this.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All
right. You ready?
Oh yeah. Why not?
Which Steeler running back? Now you remember you can't blurt it out. You gotta wait.
I know. I gotta wait. I gotta do the whole spiel.
This is a very important part of the show.
Yes.
Which Steeler running back set a team record for rushing yards with 1,690 in 1992? Which Steeler running back set a team record for rushing yards in 92 with 1,690 yards? And go.
Oh, well, obviously you can take out Rocky Blyer, Franco Harris. Bus wasn't there. Bell wasn't there. It's got to be either. Ooh. I think I might know this one. I better know this one.
You should know this one.
Yeah, because I think I guessed this guy as an answer somewhere else. Bump, 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 bump.
All right, Mike. So, which Steeler running back set a team record for rushing in 1992 with 1,690 yards? Who is your guess, Mike?
Barry Foster.
Barry Foster. And that's correct.
He's one of my favorite Steelers of all time.
I remember that. That was whenever that was Coach Cowher's first year. A lot of things were happening. Everyone my age had an alternative team because the Steelers stunk so bad through the 80s and the first couple years in the 90s. So the 92 season was my first season back. I was then a teenager. So I didn't like my alternative team anymore. We had this new coach. We started winning football games. Barry Foster broke the record. He had 12 games that season with 100 yards, which was also a record at the time. And that is correct, Mike. So you moved to 3 wins, 5 losses this month for the trivia game. But you nailed that right on the head. Barry Foster, number 29.
Yes.
So
if it wasn't for that ankle injury, he would have been, oh man, he would have been a beast.
You know what? He really was. That dude was a beast. It was on the old rug over at Three River Stadium. And and like I said, that's memories that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, just because that was when they started becoming the Steelers that I love.
Yeah.
Steelers of the 90s. You know what I mean? It was these teams in the 80s that I grew up with, and they were terrible. Every once in a while, our parents would take us to the games. It was a lot of fun. But the team that I really got into was that 92 team, and it's been like that ever since.
Yep.
So 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
Wow, God.
Yes.
Now I'm depressed.
And it's going to make me even more depressed because the fastest hour of the day is up already. Mike.
Oh, my God, it is.
Already up. Can you believe it? Everybody, we want to thank you so much. We want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank you for listening to us on Spotify watching us on YouTube. Believe me, we appreciate each and every single one of you. We will be back on tomorrow again at 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Be sure to tune in and check us out. For the two Dum Yinzers, he's Ryan, I'm Mike, and we'll see you tomorrow.